Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my God. I can't stop laughing. Oh my God. Okay, you guys, I swear, I just got done making a red thumbnail for YouTube. I thought, oh, I'm just tired of trying to dig myself out of a hole. My thumbnail said negative $22. I just couldn't let it go. I just decided I was going to try to be green today. Oh my God. So I didn't want to trade earnings. I'll go through the earnings with you. The NXT, I want to show you an OKLO. And then I look over and OKLO is going up. And I look down, I go, oh, they actually had good earnings. And I had read it wrong earlier. And it's actually coming up. And I thought, well, that's fine. I only take 25 shares. Oh God, I can't stop laughing. Okay, so NXT, I have two trading monitors, and one of them was set to NXT, 10 shares. You guys know I never trade more than 25 shares at earnings. It's rare. And I've never traded NXT or OKLO. So I had OKLO set, oh my God, I can't even talk, set for 25 shares. I thought I did. And I had NXT set for 10 because it's a really expensive stock anyways, and I don't know it. And it had really high spreads. So I decide not to trade that. I look over at NXT or at OKLO and it's running and I go, oh wow, it's already up. I'm just gonna get in. You know how I do? I scalp in real quick and get out. 25 shares. What's the worst that can happen? So I hit buy and I glance over at my P&L and it's negative. I had to I started to choke on this one. I couldn't stop laughing. Negative $134. I look up and I had 100 shares. Oh my God. I'm cracking up so hard because 100 shares of OKLO? No way. I'm only day trading today. 25 shares. That's all I did. I'll show you. 25 to 50. And that's stocks I know. I see that. I don't even give it time to go green. I am freaked out and I just, bam, I hit sell. And it's probably coming back now. Oh my God. Oh, yeah, it's come back. The stock has come right back. I probably didn't have to take that loss. Oh my God. Well, um, okay, let's just go look at the chart because I'll just sit here and laugh. I don't even have time to make up for it. Like, I wish this could have happened in the morning. Then I have a little time to, come back at power hour. I was clawing my way out of a little hole today. I mean, I was just down, like, I'd be down 20, then up a little bit down. It was just this $20 range all day. I should have left well enough alone. Okay, let's go look at the chart. I'll show you what I did. And then we'll see how much OKLO has come back up, of course. Okay, you guys, I want you to know that I only traded a little bit today, even though it may not seem like it. And I traded mostly in NinjaTrader on my sim account. I wanted to bring this over so you don't think I was totally on tilt today or something. But I'll show you what I was looking at on the charts today and why I didn't trade much. I actually really didn't trade much. And I went over to NinjaTrader and I was trading in the sim and I actually did $697 in the sim. And again, it's a simulator, so it's not like I count it here. But let's get rid of that. And all right. This morning when I got up, I was looking at charts, and right when the market opened, I wonder if I can pull this over. Yeah, you can see this. Okay, I want you to see this. This is what I was looking at. All right when the market opened, you can see here. So this is all 5-minute charts, and this is what I always keep up on the monitor. And if you've watched my previous videos, you know. So over here are things either on the outside edge over here and here are things that either have earnings or I'm swing trading or I may want to day trade for the day and I want to keep my eye on them. So of course, NXT and OKLO over here, they had earnings. So I was definitely watching those. And then right at pre-market, the SPY came down and the Qs went up. And right when that happens, I usually know out of experience, I just do not trade. We also had CPI report came out and it came out really bad. And so I just didn't like how there was a bad financial report that came out for the economy. The Qs are going up, the SPY's going down. And then look over here, Nvidia was shooting up on no news. And then AMD was shooting up. Palantir kind of went up, down. It couldn't make up its mind for quite a while at the open. MU went up a little. Google and Amazon both had news and came down. I mean, they ran up at pre-market. Maybe people were taking profit, but it was just too weird. I could not figure it out at all. And then, like, look over here, TSM went up and then just tanked the rest of the day. Well, until, kind of midday. So this is, I always look at this, you guys, when I'm trading. And if you ever wonder how I know which stocks to jump to, because you'll notice in my recaps, I kind of jump around. I might trade Nvidia for a minute and then Amazon and Google. It's because I'm constantly glancing up at this whole screen and I'm looking at the news and I'm looking, this is 5 minutes, and I'm looking to see who's running. Like right now, I should probably be trading after hours Amazon, obviously, but I'll get through this video and then go look at it. And so sometimes if let's say I'm trading Nvidia and it's going sideways, like right here, I can look over and see that, oh, AMD is just pulled up pretty big. There might be news. Let me go jump on it. Or it's not that there has to be news, but there just might be a bunch of people or institutions or something causing it to go up. So I'll just leave. If something's consolidating, I'll run over and go to something else. And then every now and then I do like to trade MU. And if I see a big run up, I'll jump in because I just want one quick scalp. And then Google over here had news. So that's why I had done a little bit of Google today and AMD or Amazon. Sorry. So I wanted to show you that that's what I'm looking at all day. So I'm not listening to scanners during the day. I'm actually working. I own a couple businesses, but I always glance up and look at this. And if I am in a trade and I'm having a hard time in the stock that I'm trading, I'll just glance up here to find something else. Okay, let's go look at what I did today. All right, now we've got, excuse me, Amazon was early. Look at this. Look at all this trading. I mean, I'm not going to go over each one with you guys. I will when when there's a reason for me getting in and out. This was just scalping, and I did really low share size because of what I showed you guys. I was doing really low share size. Now they had good news today, and I traded it a little pre-market, and I was actually up pre-market. I was up only $10. It was just a quick scalp, and then it started tanking. And I think my problem was I get a little biased, and I feel that they had news, and I'm expecting it to go long. And I need to stop trading my bias, which is kind of like trading my P&L. I'm expecting it to go up, and I'm trading the news when I shouldn't have. And then you have Nvidia, which I'll show you in a minute. It was running up on no news, and I was struggling to trade that because, again, it was going opposite of what I felt it should. So there are some days that I trade really almost perfect, and it's because I trade the chart, not my bias. And today I was definitely trading my bias everywhere. So let's go to ASTS. So that was only 24 cents negative on Amazon. So that wasn't that bad. At least it was 24 cents. So I did keep my losses in check compared to what I normally make a day. So I'm thankful for that, except for the end when I show you that earnings. All right, I traded just a little bit here. This is ASTS. And they had earnings yesterday. They took a big dump. You'll see on this 15-minute chart. And at the open, it shot up. So I thought, well, maybe it's going to rebound and actually kind of come back in this area up here. Well, it didn't. I caught a little bit of it, and I actually traded it bad. I was down. So that's it. I lost $19.30. It was horrible. I did not trade this well. I was buying, and then it would come down and I would think, oh no, because I knew their earnings weren't good. So I was biased. I was trading this biased. Instead of just going with the trend, going with the flow, going with all the volume of everyone pushing it, I should have been trading the chart. So again, I think all day this was my problem, was trading my bias and not what I was seeing in front of me. Okay, this is terrible, but at least I made $17. And again, only 25 to 50 shares. I was very aware of the divergence between the Qs and the SPY and how that was affecting me and the way I was reading the stocks I trade. So I won't go into each one of these little scalps because they were just scalps. But on Google, I was up $28. Then I was down up only $22. And then by the end of this, I got up only 17 and I realized I was giving it back. Again, I was trading my bias. There was good news on this, but it was going down. And so I just said, forget it. All right, NVIDIA was negative 1685. Again, my negatives aren't that bad, except for the end, which I'll show you, which was terrible, which I'm just laughing about. All right, I don't think I did that bad right here on this quick scalp, but then I just started doing 50 and 100 shares, and I wasn't in a rhythm. It had no news. It was going up right here, and I just wasn't expecting it. It was going up here. It's not what I was expecting. So, and it had news where Trump is taking some of the CEOs to China, but not Jensen Huang. And so that was kind of bad news, but then it kept going up. So I thought, well, maybe that isn't bad news. Maybe it's good news. I don't know. Again, I was trying to trade my bias instead of just trading the chart and the price action in front of me. I should have been watching my volume bars down here and buyers versus sellers. And I should have just been trading price action. That's it. I even had levels set and I just was ignoring them. And look, there was a level, this pink line right here, I set right here. And it was actually trading up to that. It'd come down. And once it would pass it, it would come right down to it and act as support. And it kept doing that, acting as support, going up, acting as support. And I should have done better than this. So I'm disappointed. I'm going to try to come at it tomorrow without a bias. And I'm going to try to be aware of my bias. Okay, here we go. OKLO. All right, during the day, look over here though on the 15-minute chart. Obviously they had earnings and I was watching this, although they've never really had good earnings, I think only once. So it came down all day and I knew what could happen, that it could start running up, and I stayed out of it. I probably should have been trading it in here. And then right at the close, they had what I thought was bad earnings. I read it wrong and it comes down. So I thought it came up, but this was not earnings right here. They hadn't announced. This is people hoping. And then it comes down. So it actually beat by a penny loss. And so it comes up here and I think, oh, I'm going to get in. I swear to you, I had 25 right here. Well, I swear I preset everything right before the close. I preset this to extended. I make sure this is at 25. This was at 10 because it was the chart that I was going to trade NXT on. And so I would have lost a fourth of that. Actually, I may not have even lost because, well, I would have, because I got out on this candle and it ended up coming down and it came back up over here. But my loss would have been much smaller. And you guys, that's the one thing I tell you. Trade small share size. And for me, small share size is 25 at earnings and 10 shares if I really don't know the company or there's a big spread like that NXT was. So this was stupid. This was my mistake. It would have been a lot smaller loss. I probably would have showed about a $50 loss today. And I'm certainly not going to this isn't going to keep me up at night. It's total on the days $153, $154. And I'm averaging a couple hundred a day. But I'm pissed that I did not double check this up here. And I'm pissed. This was FOMO. I got in. I read the news wrong. Then when I realized that it was good news, then I jump in too late because of FOMO. So today was a lesson in everything I could have done wrong. I did wrong. And thank God most of it was small share size. So that was good. And I sat on my hands most of the day. And I traded in the sim. I switched over to the sim. Once I knew I wasn't going to make it over here in stocks, the reason why I like to trade futures is because then I have something I can fall back on. And I nailed it in futures. I only played the strategy that I play. It laid out perfectly. I got in and out perfectly. So always keep that in mind. All this stuff that you shouldn't do, if you start doing the bad things and breaking your rules, get out, move to a sim, do something, move to something else. All right, guys, let me know how you did. Let me know if you made any mistakes like I did. Oh my God. All right. Hopefully I'll make it back tomorrow and at least get to break even for the 2 days. All right. Let me know how you guys did and if you did any earnings. All right.